I'm going to share with you my absolute favorite meatballs. I learned these from a fellow mom. Her and I were both staying caring for our daughter in a house that didn't have stoves or ovens. So you had to get really creative in your kitchen. And she shared with me her favorite crockpot meatballs. She had me try one and I was in love ever since then. Unfortunately, I'm the only meatball lover in my house, so when I make these, I usually make them for parties. However, today I'm making them for myself. We're having this multiple nights for dinner with mashed potatoes, and then I'm also gonna have chicken gravy for my non-meatball lovers. But you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. Let's learn how to make these. So it's simple. You need meatballs. I use half of a bag, so 24 ounces. The more meatballs you use, the less sauce you have per meatball, but you can kind of play around with it. Can of cranberry jelly. You can get the ones with the big berries. I do like that, but I had this on hand, so I'm just using the sauce. 3/4 cup of brown sugar, a can or 14 ounces of sauerkraut. Since I buy the jars from Aldi, I just use a little over half. You can see this is about what I have left. I'll have that for hot dogs. And then an entire thing of chili sauce. Chili sauce is usually only found at Aldi in the winter time, which works great for me because I generally make these at Christmas time, but not today. I had all of this in my pantry and this in my freezer, so I was excited to pull it out, eat them. Meatball mania for mom. I have my Black & Decker crock pot out. I'm actually gonna have this on high because I got it started later in the day. You can also cook it on low longer. Really, these are pre-cooked meatballs, so really all you're doing is waiting for the sauce to be warm. So you do what you need. First things first, you add your meatballs to the crock pot. First, I added in the chili sauce, then the sauerkraut, then the cranberry sauce, and finally 3/4 cup of brown sugar, and you give it all a good stir. Once it's all stirred together, you don't have to get all the lumps out. Don't worry about that. The heat will take care of it. Your final stir will take care of it. You put the lid on, and then you enjoy the smells for the rest of the day. I have this on low. The meatballs are already cooked, so you're just trying to get it all warm and cook the flavors together, get the sauce together. This doesn't take a ton of time. If I notice that they're getting pretty cooked, I'm just gonna move it to warm, and we'll be ready whenever dinner is. Okay, here are what the meatballs look like. I've had them on warm now for the past couple hours. This is been on low, probably was on low for about 4 hours before I turned it to warm, and then when I went to the park, I just put it on warm because all you have to do is, you know, heat the meatballs and get the sauce. It's all stirred. Smells amazing. I wish I could share this smell with you. It smells better than it looks. Now that is so simple, and my favorite thing to eat these with is mashed potatoes because the sauerkraut and the sweet soury sauce is so good on mashed potatoes. It's my favorite. My daughter, who doesn't even eat the meatballs, she used to love the meatballs, but she's grossed out by a meatball now. She still loves to take this sauce and put it on mashed potatoes, so I know she's gonna eat that tonight. Maybe I can get her to eat a meatball, but if not, more for mom. Anytime I've made these for parties, to take to gatherings, people love them, just like the woman that shared it with me, and I loved it. I like to share them with other people, so I hope you enjoy these.